All right, Childcare Millionaires, it is showtime. It's Friday night, our last night of the 5-day challenge. I'm happy and sad at the same time. Happy that you're here. Sad that this is our last night. So let's go ahead and get on in. Tonight is a night that you don't want to miss. So excited about all the announcements and us spending time together for the last five days. So you know what to do. Go ahead and start introducing who you are, where you're watching in from, and we're going to go ahead and share it to our Childcare Millionaires group. If any of you are sorors of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, happy Founders Day. I had a wonderful day, and I hope that you did too. I'm really grateful for a 3-day weekend. Let me start there. I'm grateful for a 3-day weekend. Grateful. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. Spring 99 over here. One of the last of the greatest. That old 99. We got in. Spring 99, Zeta Chi over here. Thank you guys for hopping on. Make sure that you go ahead and tag your accountability partners. You don't want to miss the last night. I got free stuff to give away. I have announcements to make. This is going to be everything that we need and more. So we're going to do our little 30-second countdown so everybody can get in. And go ahead, drop your center, drop where you're watching in from, and we're about to get this party started. Make sure you click the share button. And also make sure that you tag your accountability partner or other childcare owners. Let's get ready to go. So listen, how many of you thoroughly enjoyed this week? Like, you had a great week this week with Childcare Millionaires. If you did, please let us know. I can tell you that I had a lot of fun. We met a lot of new people in this challenge. And I think this was our first challenge with Brenda. This was our first challenge with Toy. This was our first challenge with Nikki. I think I saw her on. I think Katina, I don't think this was your first challenge, was it? I know this was Amy's first challenge. This was Rochelle's first challenge. Anyone else, this was your first challenge, please let me know in the chat. Now, this is what I know. I know that it's Friday night and most of us have family plans, but I'm so glad for those of you who toughed it out and said, you know what? I'm going to see it through until the end. Because tonight is the night that we literally put it all together. Everything that we've been working so hard to accomplish, tonight we put it all together. Brittany says this was her first challenge. Elsie said this was her first challenge. I love it. So listen. Oh, Katina said, I thought I saw your name before. She started in December, but you came back and I love it. Sam 1 said this was her first challenge. North said this was her first challenge, and I absolutely love it. Many of our members that have been here all week, they've done this challenge before with us in December. And so I'm really glad that those of you, this is for your first challenge, that you came back and you finished tonight. So I'm loving it. I love it. Haiti said, I feel like a millionaire already. You are a millionaire already. It happens before it ever manifests, right? And so a lot of us know how to be broke, but many of us don't know how to be wealthy. So this is the beginning of your millionaire transformation. If you receive it for yourself, say yes in the chat. Brenda said it was her first challenge. Correct. Congratulations. Pamela said this was her first challenge. Danetta said it was her first challenge. And I'm so happy that you guys have decided to join in and invest in your business in this way. Hopefully by now you're feeling a sense of rejuvenation when it comes. Oh, Simone. Oh, I was phonetically spelling incorrect. Excuse me. Simone. Simone's mama was trying to be a little special. So my baby's name is Sanaya, and everybody calls her Sanya, and she hates it. So thank you, Simone. I've been saying your name wrong all week. So sorry about that. So we're hoping that you are feeling rejuvenated. We hope that you have new ideas. We hope that you have new income strategies, new revenue strategies. That's what this week was all about. So if you learned anything this week, then we have definitely accomplished our goal. If you feel like you can make more money, who feels like they can make more money after being in this challenge? Literally, you feel like you can make more money by being in this challenge. Right? Who feels like that they feel better prepared? They feel better prepared being in the challenge, right? And these are some of the things that we wanted to, encourage you guys about over the last week. We wanted you to feel like you can make more money. We wanted you to feel more empowered to be the CEO and not the CEO. No. And that's what we're going to be talking about in the membership this month. We have our class on Tuesday, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to share some of the things about making that transformation into a real CEO. And we also wanted you to make some connections. So if you've made some connections, if you've been able to talk to people in the group, we have accomplished what we have set out to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add our PowerPoint to the screen. Tonight, my goal is for us to be off, at 9 o'clock or a little bit earlier, because I know that it's Friday night and some of you on Eastern Standard Time, and it's a little bit later. It's 8:30 for you. So I'm not going to rush, because I have no reason to rush, because what I'm about to share is valuable. I'm also going to show you some of my business, right? I'm going to actually show you my annual plan, and hopefully you can get some inspiration from my annual plan to help you plan for the best 2021 possible. Now, this is not a one-time thing. We hope that you will do this year after year. This will become a practice for you, that you will take time and you'll plan for the next year. All right, so here we go. We all know that this is the annual plan year challenge. We're so happy that you have decided to join us. I am your gracious host, Brandy Woods, the Millionaire Midwife, who will not talk any this weekend. I feel like I've talked so much in the last 5 days. I won't be talking again until Sunday, because on Sunday we're going to have a bonus Q&A where I'm going to answer some of your childcare questions. But I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an educator for the last 23 years. I'm a speaker, an author, a mentor, a wife, a mother of 6, a grandmother of 3. And we also own a publishing company. I never mentioned it this week, and that's one of the ways that we are able to put out so much great childcare content. So our content, our free gifts tonight, we're going to give out 3 of these. And I know some of you are newbies, but this book we wrote together with a few of the other childcare bosses in the group. This group of ladies were in my very first mastermind, and we put this book out together. Oh, happy day. The Secrets to Running a Profitable Business. And right now I'm writing another book with a group of childcare owners in the group. So if you're interested in becoming an author and you want to write about childcare, put author in the chat. You can even inbox me, because we'll be starting on our next book project. And I want to always uplift and encourage childcare owners. So if I'm on a platform, I want you to be on a platform. If I'm going to rise up, I want you to rise up, because we do it better together. If you guys can hear and see me, will you put a number 2 in the chat? If you can hear and see me, put number 2 in the chat. Thank you so much. My screen that I monitor, if you guys can hear and see me well, just faded out, and I didn't know what happened. Awesome. So Tori says she's already started writing a book. Great. Glad you guys can hear and see me. So we believe that in order for people to really respect our industry, we have to show up in different ways. And one of the ways that we show up is we show up in the market as authors, as publishers, as real estate investors. So the only thing we're not just childcare owners, right? We're so much more than that. So this is what I'm going to be giving out tonight. And I see some other inspiring authors. So I'm so excited to have you a part of our group tonight. And we look forward to working with you in the future. I'm going to move this off my head. Hold on. Bam. All right. Now I can see a little bit better. So we, I've already told you the story this week that, after being in education, I was really drawn to help childcare owners really level up in their business. After being in campus administration, I had learned how to really lead large groups of people. And it was one thing that I had found lacking in childcare. What I realized is there were so many people who had open childcare centers, but they really needed to develop their business skills, their leadership skills, their financial management skills. And so that's why we open Childcare Millionaires. In Childcare Millionaires, we are family, guys. So listen, how many of you are on Clubhouse? If you're on Clubhouse, put yes in the chat. If you're not on Clubhouse, put no in the chat. If you're like, what is Clubhouse? Put a question mark in the chat. So Clubhouse is a new app. It's on Apple phones. Now, I'm a Samsung girl, but I also, hey, honey bun, that's okay. I'm also, I have an iPad and I have an extra iPhone. I call this my trap phone. Really, so I won't get trapped in the daycare. This is my family phone. Anyhow, I want you to so Clubhouse is an app, and basically it's a network marketing app, but childcare was not represented on there. So, I had to represent. I filled out all of the paperwork. So now we have our own club on Clubhouse. So if you are on Clubhouse, please go and find our club, Childcare Millionaires, and please join it. All right. Yay. Make sure that you join us on Clubhouse. And if you join us while we're talking, I'm going to recognize you because I want to make sure that I recognize you for doing what I asked you to do. So here is the app on Clubhouse. If you're on there, I want you to join us. So I want to do a few celebrations. Francesca, thank you. I was happy about it too. I want to do a few celebrations. Just really quick. Sharon, you need an invite. If you have an iPhone and you need an invite, inbox me your telephone number. I have, I think, 2 invites. So one is going to Sharon. One is going to Sharon. But Sharon, you got to inbox me and I need your phone number because you have to invite people by phone number. Now, I got one more if somebody wants to claim it. If you've been waiting on an invite. They actually gave me 10 invites. And someone told me it's based on how many social media followers you have on other platforms. I really don't know. But I've given away all of them except for 2. So if you want that, definitely go ahead and let me know. Allie says she wants the other one. All right. So Allie. Oh, Pam, inbox me. No, Sharon and Allie. Pam, if you go ahead and send me your number, I'll try to see if they give me another invite. All right. I've already given my 2 invites away, guys. I'm moving on. Celebrations. What happened good this week? Go ahead and drop your celebrations. Do me a favor. Go ahead and drop your celebrations. And I need to find the charger to my laptop. No way. Hold on one second, guys. If I lose my PowerPoint, I'm just literally probably going to pass out. Give me 1 second. I don't see any celebrations. Go ahead and add your celebrations in the chat. All right, here we go. Sheena said she enrolled. Oh, Lolita said, I joined the membership and enrolled 4 new children this week. Girl, you already paid for your membership. I love it. Sheena said she enrolled 10 new students this week. Congratulations. Finished license orientation last night. Oh my God, Rochelle, if you are brand new, then you really want to read this book. It's a short read, guys. You can read it in the weekend, but it's a story of 8 of us and our startup stories. It's really, really good. Nikki said, I got a logo variation. I love it. And you joined the membership. Congratulations, Nikki. Francesca said she hired her first male teacher. And I want to tell you, my son has been working with me for years. We've had other male teachers. Our after schoolers absolutely love our male teachers. And we've had a lot of success. Lakeisha says, I met you guys and I learned so much, although I missed the challenge. Well, listen, the challenge is going to be up right here on the Facebook page until Tuesday. So you can watch it over the weekend. You can still do all the activities. And those of you who join the membership, the videos will also be in the membership. And if you're planning to come on retreat, we invite you to come. We want to see you in Houston. It looks like you have a beautiful family. I got a raise for this. What? Veronica, shut up. For each child? Oh my God, Veronica, that is huge news. Huge news. Huge news. 300 per kid. Veronica, how many kids do you have? That is awesome. Is the retreat only once a year? That's a trick question, Katina, because this is our first retreat. We have another live event planned for later in the year, but we'll have to see how everything goes. So it's the only live event that we have so far this year. So I don't know if we're going to have another event. All right, so let's go to some ahas. I want you to drop the one thing that you've learned this year that you think you can really run with and is going to take you far. What is that thing? The thing that you feel like, man, this was worth it. If I didn't learn anything else, I learned this and this was worth it. Because those ahas are going to take you very far. You know, one of my biggest ahas was just about me listening about how we staff, you know, and making sure that I see my staff members as an investment and not as a liability. Because if each staff member can help me increase my enrollment by 10, 15, 20 kids, then I need to see it as an investment of $25,000 to get out $75,000 or to get out $100,000. So let's see what your ahas were. Y'all are typing so fast. Let me get back to the top. Marketing my brand. Being a millionaire. Marketing. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Burying the dead bodies. I'm telling you. You can't keep people who don't want to be kept. You just cannot. Leaving my money on the table to begin some marketing. We want to reduce that revenue gap. We want to reduce that revenue gap. It's the one for me. Answering the 21 questions so I can know where I stand. I love it. She's still talking about Clubhouse. Not letting other people's negative comments determine what you know God has purpose for you, right? You are the atmosphere changer in your business. You set the tone. You set the climate. Being a 7-figure chick and not a $7 chick. That's what I'm talking about. Marketing and being a CEO. Come on, Donna. And not a CEO. No. Right? I love it. Kashani said to hire slow and to fire fast. We're not keeping any dead bodies on our team. We don't have time to. We just can't. So we all had some ahas this week, but now it's the day that we really want to put it all together. First of all, I want to just say to you guys, congratulations. We raised $1,000, not 100, $1,000 for Sharita and her family. On Wednesday, on Thursday, I talked to Sharita, and I put it out on Wednesday. I think I put it out on Wednesday. I talked to her, and she shared with me about her son just being in the hospital and being on, in ICU and being on the ventilator at that point for 27 days. I think it's 29 days now. And I just said, I feel like the Childcare Millionaires would want to bless her. And so collectively, we raised like a little right under $100, but we topped it off and we made that investment, that donation to her for $1,000. Now, that's the power of sisterhood. That's the power of community. I never want to see someone, hurting and we not respond to it. And so you guys did this. You did this. And so congratulations to each one of you. And I pray literally a 1,000-fold blessing on anyone who donated. And I also, I pray and I hope that if you ever have a time of need, that someone will come to your aid and your rescue. But we've already decided that today is our brokest day ever, right? Only thing that's coming to us is more wealth, more health, and more happiness. And so in order for us to pay it forward, we continue to give, right? We continue to give. Oh no, if anyone wants to donate, we'll make sure that she gets it. Absolutely. And then from time to time, we do different grants and things like that to help people out. So absolutely. We used to have a fund, but we've depleted that fund. So I may start it up again. That way, when people have serious needs, like we had another member where her husband had cancer and they had come to the end of their resources. So in times like this, we try to band together. We don't expect anything in return. I don't expect anything in return except for God, because I know his principle is if you give, he'll give back to you, or he'll make sure that all of your needs are supplied. That's the only thing that I'm standing on. But we pray that this blesses her. But this was you, and we definitely want you to know. So I never want to receive anything and you guys don't see it go back out. And she also posted today saying thank you to all of the Childcare Millionaires, the beautiful people who decided to be a blessing to us and that are praying for us. We're forever grateful. And so those of you who can't, if you can't give $1, it's okay. If you can't give anything, if you just pray or send her warm wishes, warm thoughts, even in your mind, even in your meditation time, I'm sure she will appreciate that. All right, so let's get back to the challenge. But everything that we do it to help people, right? That's why we're in childcare. We're pretty much in a selfless environment. Thank you, Teresa, and thank you, Harvest. I appreciate that. We're in a selfless environment, right? We have literally dedicated our whole life to children, right? So we ask that you think about this challenge as an investment in yourself. We want to help you grow your revenue. We want to help you increase enrollment. We want you to have more time freedom, and we want you to expand your program. Everything we do in Childcare Millionaires is about growth. I want you to put growth in the chat. I want you to put growth in the chat, because we definitely want you guys to grow. And the reason why we want you to grow is because if you're not growing, you're dying. So you got to declare, are you growing or are you dying? Which one? Are you growing or are you dying? I want to grow. My grandmother worked until she was 91 years old. She drove herself. And then she was diagnosed, and that was the only reason she was diagnosed with an illness. And that was the only reason that she stopped working, literally. And so it's just so important that we understand that when we don't grow and we don't keep moving, then we are in a cycle of death. And who wants their business to die? Who wants their joy to die? So we want you to grow your business. We want you to expand your business. We want you to live full lives. We want you to take vacations. Kashani and Queena and I, we've been on a training all day. Congratulations to Kashani and congratulations to Queena. They won a ticket to a conference. I actually bought them a ticket to a conference called Social Proof. And oh my God, they really talked about different ways you can grow your business today. And the beautiful thing about that is we're going to come back and we're going to teach it to you. So guys, you've done a great job of showing up every night. You've had your challenge pack. We're not going to go with this slide tonight. I do want to encourage you, even if it takes you until Sunday, even if it takes you until Monday, I don't care how long it takes you. Finish your badges, at least day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, we would love everybody to say they've joined the membership, but maybe you're not there, and it's okay. Listen, I don't want anyone to feel bad about not joining the membership because your day is going to come. And one day, the day is going to come when the membership is not even a burden to you. I'm telling you, most of the members, it's not even a burden to them. It's like they always say, Brandy, you should charge more for this. I'm not, but we're going to set our rates. When we change our rates next Tuesday, that rate is not going to go up. We're dedicated to that rate. And so we started the membership at an introductory rate. But if you can't join today, we're going to be here. We're not going anywhere. This is not a one-time relationship, right? This was not a blind date that you attended because you saw an ad and we're not going to see each other anymore. We are family now. I want to congratulate all of the members that joined between December and January. And if your name is in bold, that means you joined during the challenge. So congratulations, Amanda, Christina, Lolita, Monica, Pamela, Nicole, Sharika, Haiti, Sabrina, Deborah, and Pamela. We got 3 Pamelas. That's going to be hard. We're going to figure it out. And then congratulate all of you that signed up doing the next challenge. Now, challenge 1 kind of beat up challenge 2. So we're hoping to see a few of you, a few more of your names pop up. And don't forget, you can lock in your rates until Tuesday. Actually, we're gonna change everything on the 20th. I know it says the 19th. But we're changing everything on the 20th because we know there are a lot of events going on. Monday is a holiday, but everything will change on the 20th. And then those of you who are coming to retreat, we congratulate you. And we hope to see more and more of you there. Congratulations on Teresa. She got her ticket today. She sent me a screenshot. She said, I'm there. She had another engagement. So now we have 16 seats left, actually. And we are saving some seats for spouses that want to come. We want to make sure that people who have spouses that want them to come can come. So here are the dates: February the 19th through the 21st, right? So let's get to our keywords tonight. Our first keyword is secrets. I'm going to be sharing you some of the secrets that kind of help me plan for the year. So our first keyword for tonight is secrets. Don't forget, do not put the keywords in this Facebook chat. At the end of the night, you're going to go to my Facebook inbox and you're going to put the keywords there. There you'll be entered to win, and we will give away 3 of the old Happy Day books. All you have to do is inbox us with your address if you win. So hopefully you guys will be winners tonight. You're all winners in my book. On Sunday, we'll be giving away our other 2 giveaways, our iPad and our Airpods. It will be based on communication. I have 2 people in the group that are judging because I did not want to judge this. It will be based on participation. So have you been showing up? Have you been adding to the conversation in the Facebook group? Have you been posting your badges? Please, please, please. It's not too late to be in the final running. We have a top 10. We're going to pick the top 2. So what are you guys saying about the challenge? I added some things. I love this part. Yolanda said today, now reality has I read what you guys post in the group. That group gives me life, right? I love the group. She said, now reality is set in. The time for change in the dynamic marketing forever. You know, just really understanding what you need to do to market your business. From Google to Facebook to ads to internal to promotions. What do you need to do? Amy said, I had the greatest conversation today with my director. And this swelled my heart because when we can go from online to offline and we're really making an impact in your business, this is meaningful. How many of you have talked to your staff about anything that we've done this week? How many? If you have, say yes. Because it's important not only that you get the information, but that you begin to grow your staff from the inside out based on the information that you learned in the last few days. So I love the fact that she said that she's had this conversation about delegation and growth and completing the lessons, and she feels reborn. I love it. Danetta says, trust and train. Y'all know that's my stuff right there. I say, train them and trust them to do what you train them to do. Beyond that, hey. And then delegate responsibilities. Teresa said, let's go. She's feeling fabulous. She has her retreat ticket, and I love it. Sheena says, badge game. I realize my position as a CEO now, and I will follow the systems I've learned and implement them as I rebrand and market what God has for me. CEO I am. CEO no, I am not. Congratulations for these new comments. I think all of the rest of the comments except for Nikki's. Nikki said, listen, I had to use 2 for Nikki's. She says, this week has so far has been amazing. After last night, I reached out to get a new logo, new flyers, and revamp our website. I'm ready to meet y'all at the bank. That's what I'm talking about, sis. You have caught the vision. And that immediate action that's taking you so far. Amy says, we met again today for 3 hours to talk about you in the club. That is too funny. So I love this. This is what it takes. And, Amanda says it's encouraging to them too when they see my excitement. Absolutely. Your excitement is contagious. I want you to know that. Your excitement is contagious. Your positivity is contagious. But so is your funky, nasty attitude if you have that. Or so is your disgust if you have that. So we have to always be mindful, be very mindful that we, in particular, have the power to change anything in our daycare. And if we don't take time and change it, then we're only responsible, right? So I've already read these comments, and I thank you guys for giving them to me. But tonight we're going to talk about putting it all together. So on the first day, we talked about our goals. On the second day, we did our SWOT analysis. On the third day, we talked about our staff and students. And yesterday, we talked about how to really market so we can make more, do more, be more, have more. It all starts with a good marketing plan. It all starts knowing what promotions you're running, when you're running those promotions, how you are showing up on Google, What are people saying about you on Facebook? All of that is a part of your marketing strategy. But today, we're going to talk about creating an annual plan. How many of you have ever sat down and created a document, an annual plan that you're going to follow? Not a list of goals, but a true annual plan where you talk about all of those things that are in that the challenge pack, right? So I'm going to give you a preview of mine tonight. We know that these days have flown by. I don't want to leave you high and dry, empty-handed. I want, when you leave this challenge, I want you to have something printable and tangible in your hands that is your blueprint for 2021. So if you're with me in the chat, I want you to type blueprint. So your annual plan can have many different parts. It can cover your mission statement, a SWOT analysis, your company background, your competitor analysis. We talked about that this week. Your market research, your human resources plan, your development strategy, your marketing plan, your financial plan, your executive summary. It should talk about all of these things. So I put together a template. You don't have to go off of this template, but this template should help guide you as a blueprint. Just like as an architect builds a building, he doesn't build those buildings with the thoughts in his head. He builds that building with the thoughts and the vision on paper so that anybody can follow it, right? Anybody can follow this blueprint. So we're going to take our annual plan by the year, but we also want to break it down into quarters. So your annual plan should be the roadmap for your company. The purpose of an annual plan is to provide enough direction so that you can develop objectives and strategies that will align your activities to your company's goals, right? If you are doing stuff that won't meet your goals, then you're doing the wrong thing. So in simple, the annual plan technically has about 6 parts: your company overview, your highlights, your financial overview. And we're not going to talk about a lot about all parts of finance tonight, but we will revisit finance later again, because many of us need to restructure our finance. And I really believe in the profit first philosophy. But even if you don't believe in the profit first philosophy, you still have to have some philosophy around your finances. And profit first says that you profit first, you allocate your bills, and then you see how much you can spend on expenses. A lot of us, we spend and then we say, oh, this is our profit. No, it teaches you to set your profit margin first and then expense off of the rest. And this is a framework that we definitely could not break down in a 5-day challenge. But restructuring your idea about finance is a mindset shift. So when you learn how to look at your finances differently and not as one pot, then you will allocate appropriately. It's also your SWOT analysis, which we already did, your market analysis, which we already did, and then going back and really having a tactical plan for your goals. So here are the questions that are in the challenge pack. Amy said, whoa. Amy, was that about the profit first philosophy? I am going to be teaching a little bit of that at retreat. It's hard for me to pick the topics for a retreat. Like, I had them set in stone and then I changed them. And oh my God, I want to teach y'all so much. I want to teach clockwork. I want to teach the flywheel. I want to teach profit first, but I can't teach it all in one weekend. Yes, but I love the profit first philosophy. So we try to have a 25% profit margin in our business. We allocate to the side about 15% for taxes, right? And then we also allocate about 10% of our annual revenue for growth. right? And so the other 50% is what we can spend on expenses, and that includes payroll and other things. But you can allocate differently. Some of you can allocate 3% to profit. So it's a whole philosophy. If you want to get the book Profit First, you can. It's not daycare specific, but it may help you understand the concept. So now I'm going to go over this, and then I'm going to show you mine from last year. Anybody want to be in my business? Do you want me to show you last year's, or just go over it in theory? If you just want theory, put theory in the chat. But if you want real life, go ahead and put hashtag real life. Go ahead and put hashtag real life. All right. I'm not frozen, guys. I had to take a breath. I'm having a little trouble breathing. I think I've just talked for the last few days. Someone just asked me for the membership link, so I just put it at the bottom. It's case sensitive. There you go. So I'm going to give you some real life examples of this. So I'm going to flip back and forward. These are the things, a lot of the stuff that you are going to fill in here, you're going to say, well, I already answered those things on the 21 questions. Absolutely. When you get to the marketing plan, you're going to say, oh my God, I already did that. So this is the night that we just pull it all together. I know, Princess, my mom brought me some lemon and tea today. She wanted to put some wild turkey in it. I'm like, Mama, I'm at work. But I promise I am, after tonight, I'm probably doing 48 hours of silence until our Q&A. Okay. So let's go through it. And then you're going to do your projections, your budgeting projections, your profit loss, right? Your marketing plan, and a lot of this stuff we've already answered. So let's go. Oh, I think I need to pull up my document. So one of the things that I want you to, I'm going to have to take this off real quick. Exit. One of the things that I want you to do when it comes to your annual plan is, even though you're going to be answering those questions, you also need to answer them from a very realistic point of view. And what do I mean by realistic? I'm not saying it's anything wrong to have big ideas. Yeah, that's what my mama said, some wild turkey. I'm not saying it's anything wrong with having some big audacious goals. But what I am saying is, I don't want you to say, I am going to go from $200,000 to $5 million in 1 year. Because the chances of that happening are slim. However, it's not that it's impossible, but it's slim. I'm just going to be honest with you. You have to do things in a way that's strategic. You have to do things in a way that makes sense. You have to do things in a way that you feel comfortable. And so the only thing I'm going to ask is, I am going to ask that the information that I'm sharing with you, that you will respect it as my personal information. All right. And if you can do that, I want you to put respect in the chat, because I'm going to share with you guys some real numbers that we projected last year. And despite COVID, we came very close to all of our goals. We exceeded some goals and we fell shy of other goals. But to say that COVID was happening, I think that I have to 100% be proud of where we made it last year. But I need to know that you're going to respect this as my personal information. That's one of the reasons that after Tuesday, I will take this off because okay, you good? Because I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm sharing from you, and people in my membership, they know I share, and the reason why I share is because people lie, and people will have you doing things that don't even make sense. Or they'll seem like, man, everything is great with me. And you're like, well, something must be wrong with me. No, last year was freaking hard. Last year was difficult. And last year, because it was difficult, we banded together as a family. Probably if everything was easy, we probably wouldn't have been close. Diana says we share it all. And Diana has been in the business, I want to say 26 years now. Tell me if I have the years correct. 26 years. And that's a lot of wisdom. I always respect what Diana brings to the table. I always respect what Nicole brings to the table. She has multiple 24-hour centers. And I respect these ladies so much, because they don't have to show up every week and give to each other. So I'm going to share you like what the annual plan should look like when you finish. And then we'll go back to the template, because the template is just a template. But I'm going to show you how you can put all of these things together to make it as one. So this was our annual plan for the 27 years. I had it. Yay. 27 years. Congratulations. This was our fiscal year of 2020, and we had a theme for the year. Our theme was do better, do it better, and bigger will come. Do it better, and bigger will come. Our theme for this year is elevate, to rise above it all. I mean, we're like in a no matter what situation. Nicole Holman, I don't know if you're on, but Nicole and LJ Henderson both have 24-hour centers, and they will both be at retreat. So for those of you guys who are thinking about, man, should I come to retreat? All I can tell you is all of the heavy hitters are coming. So it would be foolish of you not to come. So this is how we lay out our goals. I'm trying to see what size will work better. So we have our company overview, our financial summary, our tactical plan, and I'm going to show you our real plan. Yes, I need that tea, y'all. Bear with me. I'm struggling a little bit with my throat, but we're going to do it. So here's our company overview. So our company overview, Imagine Me will continue to grow as a childcare industry leader. That is our statement, right? We want to grow as an industry leader. And I've shared this with you guys all week, that our goal is to have 90% capacity, 85 to 90% capacity. Did we do that during COVID? No. But did we give up? No, we didn't give up. We did not give up. But we did not reach this goal during COVID. However, we were able to pivot and make sure that we were able to stay in business. We were able to make sure we had the same money flow. We were able to get over literally $250,000 in financing. Plus, buy a commercial building. We bought about $1.2 million in commercial buildings for childcare. Plus, we bought multifamily units on our personal real estate company side. We have a real estate holding company. And for me, even though I did not reach all of these goals, and I get emotional about it because it took a lot to reach the goals it took a lot to reach the goals that we did reach, right? And so it's so important that you don't beat yourself up. It's so important that you stand in your strength and you stand in your power and you say, I did the best that I could do. We were supposed to increase our new locations in 2020. We didn't increase our new locations, so we ended up buying a building. That was not on our plan for last year. The plan to buy a building was really in our 3-year plan, but we ended up buying 2 commercial buildings last year. One we have not publicized, but we're outfitting it for a childcare center, and we don't plan to open that center ourselves. We plan to kind of do like a franchise model where we get it inspection ready and someone can come in and have a turnkey daycare. How many of you would love that? That you literally will you could walk into the daycare and it's turnkey. Like it's inspection ready. That would diminish your startup time from like a year to probably 2 months, 6 weeks. And this is our flywheel. Oh, our other goal was to support other childcare owners through Childcare Millionaires. So this is our flywheel. If you are in the membership, you're going to be creating a flywheel on Tuesday, because that's what we're doing on Tuesday. So get ready to create a flywheel on Tuesday. What are the things that's going to get your childcare center running and moving, right? Will we get your center running and moving? And we found out, I'm going to not show my face so this can be bigger. If you need to take a screenshot of it, you can. I don't think I can make it any bigger than this. But if we could attract qualified teachers, that is the top of our flywheel. Can you guys hear me and see me? I mean, I know you can't see me. If you can hear me, type yes in the chat. So we wanted to make our main priority attracting new teachers. Because I told you, if I can attract more teachers, then I can have more students. It's not the other way around. I feel like you don't wait on the students to get the teachers. Offer quality childcare that creates a buzz. Attract a loyal student pool to maintain 90% occupancy. Grow and increase our profits. Increase our partnerships, and then reinvest in new centers and effective systems. This is what we do. And when we reinvest, we attract and train more teachers. This is the system. If it's not in this system, we shouldn't be doing it. This is for Imagine things that we focus on doing. Teacher attraction is at the top of our list. Then student attraction, and then loyalty, increasing our profits, increasing our partnerships with people like Pre-to-3, Head Start, Collaborative for Children, increasing our partnerships with other childcare coaches, increasing our partnerships with people like Darby who help other childcare centers, increasing our partnerships with people who help us write books and turn out curriculum. This is what we do, right? And so this is how we approach our business. So let's talk about our financial highlights. Now, is this helping you see it all put together? Because I'm going through my plan to help you construct your plan. But if you want me to stop, say stop, and I'll go over the template. But if you want me to go, say go, and I'll stay here. So, Imagine Me Academy is a part of a $56 billion industry. And the reason why I keep telling myself is I have to ask myself all the time, how many millions of the billion do you want? Or do you want a building? A whole billion? Like, don't be stingy with it. What do you want, Brandy? And, you know, I feel like I'll be happy when our childcare empire can sell for at least 50 million. If when I leave, I can sell out for 50 million, I'm good. And you say 50 million? Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want my sellout to be. And not selling out like selling out. Oh, she's a sellout. No, I will never close, but I will sell. I don't know if I'm going to sell 1 center, 2 center, all the land, all the real estate. But I feel like for us, that is a reasonable sellout when we get ready to sell, right? So I don't know how much of the 56 billion you want, but I want at least 50 million. Now, maybe God will expand that for me, but that's what I want right now. Our goal last year was to do 1.2 million, a little bit more, with a 25% margin. I don't lie to y'all. I'm telling y'all what my goals are. And so we wanted our profit to be $300,000. That's what we wanted our profit to be. And we were so stinking close to that, that it was beautiful. And we were able to buy buildings, but we did not reach the revenue goal. We were shy of our revenue goal by a few $100,000. But we still met our profit margin goal. And I don't include any loans or grants in my revenue. Okay? Well, it depends on what kind of grant it is, but I don't include any loans in our revenue, right? I'm talking about pure, this is what parents paid us, right? Or the state subsidy paid us. So operating highlights. If we do it bigger, better will come. This year we will focus on to increase operational efficiencies. We didn't even try to increase our profit, like our revenue last year. Our goal was to increase our internal processes. Why? Because if I can increase my internal processes, the kids are going to come. I'm not going to lose kids. Looking ahead, we will own 8 to 10 corporate locations. We will have a franchise model. We will own commercial childcare properties, and we will be at 25 million in yearly revenue. That's why when I sell out, I'll need to sell out for at least 50 million. Most of the time, your acquisition is about 2 times your yearly revenue. You maybe can get 2.5 times. Why do I know this? Because I want it, so I've researched it. So I'm going to stop for a second, and I'm going to go back to the template, and then I'm going to go back to my plan, all right? If you're still with me, say yes, because I'm giving y'all a lot of information. And I feel like I may lose some of you on this last night because of how much information I'm giving you. But I just need you to hold tight. Hold tight. It's going to all work together. I need you to hold tight. So if I go back here, I've answered these questions. My company history. I answered the questions from my contact information, key personnel. You can put that in. I've given you guys my strategic highlights, my growth highlights. Now I'm about to do my financial highlights, right? This is so funny. Wish you could be a fly on the wall. This is so funny. So I'll have to call her in a second. I'm going to go over the financial highlights, right? And so this is where it gets a little bit hairy because I'm going to show you a little bit about like how we operate internally. And some things I'll go to depth on and some things I won't. Okay. So you need to already at the beginning of the year, January 1, you need to have looked at what was your cash on hand, right? And then what are your assets? Your assets are vans, buses, computers, real estate, anything like that. But you also need to look at your liabilities. What do you owe on those buildings? Do you owe on those vans? Do you and these are liabilities on things you're buying. Your rent is not a liability. That's an operating cost, right? But if you have a mortgage, if you're buying your building, that is a liability. So a lot of us, we may have an SBA loan that's now a liability because that is a liability. So different ones of us, we have different liabilities, right? You should have some assets and you should have some cash on hand. But then you should be able to do budget projections, like based on maybe you have 1 location, maybe you have 5, I don't know. But you should do a budget analysis for each one of those locations. Like, what is your rent? What is your salary? What is your utilities? All of these things, your merchant fees, your marketing, your transportation. And basically, this is a rough estimate. You're saying, this is how much I pay a month times 12. This is how much I pay yearly. It's an estimate, but this estimate should be as close as possible, right? Everybody put estimate in the chat. And so based on your estimates of revenue and based on your estimates of expense, that's where you get your profit loss. Based on your estimates, right? If you've never ever seen this before, right? Hopefully this will be a game changer for you. I already know how much money I'm going to make in 2021. Now I just got to walk out the plan. I'm not sitting here on January 15th going, I wonder how much I'm going to make this month. Absolutely not. I know I should be projected to make a certain amount. And if something deviates from that estimate, I have to go back and see why. If it's higher, I have to say, oh God, what do? We need to do more of that. If it's lower, I got to find the problem. So if you've ever done these pre-projections, put yes in the chat. If you've never done them, put no. Brittany, I don't know where I was 5 years ago, but I'm here now. I'm here now. We can be sisters now. And then once you know where your money is going, then you can have a profit plan. Basically, that $300,000 in profit that I wanted to make, then I have to decide, where is that money going? Is it going to a long-term reserve? Is it going to expansion? Is it going to retirement? Is it going to investments? Is it going to is it like an unallocated reserve? Because we try to keep so much money like that's not earmarked just in case something happens. And then from there, guys, you'll put in your SWOT analysis, which we've already done. And then you'll do your marketing plan, which we already did yesterday. And then you'll do your long and short-term goals. So let's review the finances. Some of you are saying, no, I've never done this before. I've never done this before. Brittany says, you guys are stuck with me. Nicole says, yes, I've done this before. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's look at, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to go back to my plan. Now, I hope I don't have to come and find somebody. Oh, Lord, because I'm going to share with you guys real numbers on my plan. Y'all send some prayers up for me. I need to be fully restored. I need to be fully healed. I cannot be not feeling well. All right, when you can see it on the screen, say yes. Who's new in here going to join the membership? Not if you already joined, congratulations. I love it. But I feel like about 10 more people that are new should be investing at least $79 in yourself. Because what we're going to be teaching over the next 3 months is going to be priceless. And I don't want you to miss it. And some of you, like, you go ahead and pay the yearly because you understand it comes out to $50 a month when you pay the yearly. But some of you are not in the membership, and I know it can help you. So I really, really want you to be there. Congratulations, Brenda. Even if you have to do the monthly, I really encourage you to get there. And guys, if you're in the membership, you can let them know firsthand, if you think it's valuable. They don't have to hear from me. But I've read some of your comments. I've seen some of your concerns. And, I know it's the best way for me to help you. And it's definitely the most cost-effective way for me to help you. So last year coming in, we try to keep less than $50,000 in reserve in our account. This was our cash on hand. I told y'all I was going to be honest with y'all. Like, I'm giving you everything. We had a bus, 6 vans, and then some equipment. This is probably a low ball of our assets coming in 2020. This was not coming in 2021, right? Our stuff looks totally different 2021. But because of some things that we're doing and some buildings that we're buying, and we have an acquisition going on. We possibly will be buying something. We can't share that. But let me tell you guys, I had a big liability coming into last year. I had a loan through PayPal, and this loan through PayPal, it literally was sucking the life out of me. It was sucking the life out of me because I was paying $8,000 a month, and we are no longer under that loan. So one of the things that we did with our profits last year is we paid off. First, I restructured the loan. If you guys are in the membership, y'all remember this. We talked about this in March, how I called every one of our debtors and I said, we cannot pay you guys. And literally, we halted about $42,000 in payments for about 90 days. And then because were able to get PPP, and because we were able to halt those payments, the first thing I did is I freed myself from this liability. We were also in a fundraiser. I freed myself from that. And we had like $3,000 in outstanding debt, like with our fire. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. For both of those things, we need both of those things to happen. We cleared up all of this debt. And I'm going to tell you another thing that we cleared up last year, and it was personal. I cleared up all of my personal credit card debt, $58,000 worth of debt. So last year was not a year that we played with money. Last year was a year that we bought back our freedom. If you owe people, you do not own your income. You do not own your income. And I was suffocated by owing people. Listen, I was suffocated by owing people. Thank you, Amy. God bless you. I promise you it'll be worth it. So one of the first things I did is I literally said, I cannot keep owing these people if I want to hit my goals of having commercial real estate. I can't keep paying someone $8,000. I can pay the mortgage on 3 buildings for $8,000. So I had to get from under debt. One of the ways I restructured debt is under the CARES Act, every creditor has to deal with you. The first thing we did with PayPal is tell them, we've had a reduction in income. We can't pay you this. So they took what we were supposed to pay off in a year, and they allowed us to pay it off into 3 years. But we said, oh no, we're not falling under that trap. Our payment went from $8,000 a month to $300. And that was for 12 months. And then after they gave us 6 months off. Then after this 12 months, it was going to go up to like $800. Every piece of money I got, I paid it off. I paid it off because we were able to use PPP for payroll, and I was suffocated under this debt, and I didn't want it anymore. It was a bad relationship. It was like a man who never gave you a gift. Why you want him? No, I need something. I need something. It was an unfulfilling relationship. Now, this is what I appreciate about PayPal. They gave me $100,000 twice. And the first $100,000, I paid it off in about 4 months. 4 months. We had opened a center. I bought a center in a house on the same day. I never suggest that you do that. And we just needed some operating expense. We ended up only spending about $60,000 of it. And we were able to break even in that daycare in 6 months. So we paid it off. We paid it off in 4 months because I feel like if you don't need the money, don't keep it. But I do believe you should leverage other people's money to grow. I don't see any problem with that. The problem I see is not paying it off when you can, or it begins to suffocate your profits. So here we go. Pam said we're eye to eye. Love it. So here is our revenue projections. last year we projected that we would do around 40,000 at my Crosby location. Our average tuition there is lower than our Baytown location, but our Baytown location was newer. So we based it on Crosby having 90 students. Did we have 90 students all year last year? Nope, we didn't. But what did we have that we did not account for? I was a part of the Grab and Go program. We made about an extra 35,000 we participated like 3.5 months, not quite 4 months. So that was revenue I did not project. Then our state subsidy gave us a bonus. So this is the way that we did what we did. So this was our projections. And then food service, we were making about 6,000 a month. That went down. I consult with another company called Trice. That went up. And then Childcare Millionaires, we kind of projected that what we do in Childcare Millionaires would be about $72,000 last year. I'm just being honest with y'all. And then we do insurance for our staff and for other daycares in Texas. We can actually set up daycares with benefits programs and retirement. Last year, I didn't focus on it a lot, but in past years, we had made some residual income. And then building rentals. We ended up not renting our building at all. So this was our breakdown revenue last year. We thought we would do about 1.1 in daycare revenue and about 100,000 outside of daycare revenue. These were our projections. Okay, does this help? How we split it out? And now let's go to our expenses. This was our rent. In Crosby, we negotiate our rent. We only pay 11 months a year. We don't pay in December. In 2020, we paid in December because we did not pay in April. But our Crosby, they will never sell it to us. And so we negotiated a 10-year contract. I have first right of refusal. If they ever sell the building, they have to sell it to me first. And in Baytown, that was our rent. Our rent is different now. We bought the building. And I charge myself more rent than they did. My real estate holdings company charges more rent than the old landlord. And this is what we thought we would spend in salaries, about $40,000 a month. We spent less than that on salaries last year per month because our number of students went down. This is what we thought we would do in utilities, in food service, transportation, business tools. Our accounting budget swelled last year. Normally in business tools and accounting, we only allocated $12,000 a year. This year we're allocating for business tools, accounting, and legal fees. We're allocating $50,000 this year because we did do our trademark last year and some other things. And then taxes. We thought we would maybe spend $36,000 in taxes. This is not payroll taxes. This is other taxes, property taxes, building taxes, income taxes. But we defer our income tax and our by owning property. Because I don't know if you know this, but one of the biggest benefits of owning property is something called depreciation, right? So that depreciation of that building is in your taxes, and I'm thinking slow, y'all. I really don't feel good. Your taxes and your insurance will always outsurpass what you would spend just on rent. That's why companies like Amazon, Chick-fil-A, that's why they are really in the real estate business, because it defers their income. That's why Amazon can pay no taxes, because they have all these rental properties and they reinvest. So the real estate game is also the childcare game. And I told you guys, we used to budget $1,000 for marketing. We dropped this to $500 last year. And I feel like we may go back up to $1,000, but we market the way we marketed last year, we streamlined it, and we gave a lot more to enrollees and a lot less to print companies and post offices to deliver stuff. So here is what we thought our expenses would be, $900,000. Now, let me tell you, this little country girl never thought her expenses would be $9,000. Not profit, expenses. My expenses was $9,000. So listen, don't be over happy. I still have to spend money to make money, and you do too. But you can't be scared to spend the money. It comes so easy. And I need you to write that in the chat. Money comes to me easy. Money flows to me easy. This is the brokest day of my life. So a lot of us, we're still in an employee mindset. And an employee mindset says, I have $50,000 a year. I have $70,000 a year. No. You now make in a month what you made in a year. Some of you make in a week what you used to make in a year. And it's great, but it comes with great responsibility, guys. It comes with great responsibility. That's why I don't really understand how you could be an owner and not have any support. You can be an owner, and for one kid, for the price of one kid a month, for $600, you can have yearly support in our membership. So that's why I don't really understand when people want to invest in themselves and then they want to inbox me crazy questions. Like, I don't understand, because for some reason, us in childcare, we don't invest in educating ourselves about business, not just about the childcare industry. A lot of what we talk about in our membership is childcare, but a lot of it's not. It's business, because we are business owners. So you got to change your mode of thinking. How many of you thought you would be able to pay $900,000 in expenses when you started? But some of you are. Some of your expenses are greater than mine. Some of your revenue is greater than mine, right? I just have a plan. I just have support, you know? And I'm telling you, well, Simone, you know about us now and we love you. You got to rethink the way you feel about money. So this is what we thought we were going to do in expenses last year. This was our projection, right? And then we broke it down in another way. We said, if that's what we're going to spend, how many kids do we need to have to make our goal? And that was 145 kids based on 48 weeks. I don't base my budget on 52 weeks. I don't know how many weeks you base your budget on. You can put it in the chat. But the reason why I base my budget on 42 weeks is because, one, we give every parent 2 vacation weeks. And I don't include, I'm closed Christmas week. So now I'm down to 49. And I do not include New Year's in my budget, right? Now, the 2 vacation weeks they could be Thanksgiving and spring break, or could not be Thanksgiving and spring break. It doesn't really matter to me, but I know that every kid is not going to pay a full 52 weeks. So why set my budget on it? It's like I'm setting myself up for failure when I do that. To reach my short-term goals, I needed 165. When the pandemic hit, I had 161 students. I was right there. My long-term goal was 180 students by October. Do you think we hit that? The answer is absolutely no. We did not. Why? Due to COVID, due to essential workers, due to the school district changing things. But that did not stop me from growing my business in other ways. So that's how you're going to approach that financial side. Then you're going to look at, if this is my revenue per month, $100,000 was our goal, $104,000. This year, our goal is a little different. Our goal is a little different. I think our goal, I want to say, is $85,000 on the childcare side, and then $20,000 on the real estate side, right? So we didn't change our goal from $100,000. We just reallocated it. But in order for us to meet that real estate goal, we would have to do a few other things. And then we are increasing one division in what we do. And so that's the acquisition that I can't talk about right now. So we should have been making a profit of $28,000 a month. So that's why I knew I had to pay off that loan. So this was our profit plan. We said long-term reserve, every month we were going to put up about $8,000. So at the end of the year, we would have $100,000 in our long-term reserve. In our expansion reserve, we said that we would put up $4,000 because I can open a new center. I can open a new center with $50,000. For retirement, we said we would do the same investments. And this is kind of our allocation. And then unallocated, we would have about $126,000. Well, that's not how our allocation went last year. It sounded pretty, but it didn't go that way. We exceeded our retirement goal, but everything that we were going to put in long-term reserve, we ended up putting it into real estate investments. One of the reasons why is because we wanted to diversify how we made money. So I'm just kind of telling you our reasoning behind it. Brenda, I'm not going to speak to accreditation on tonight. There's several different kind of accreditations, national, the star level. I encourage everyone to do your star level. I have never, ever, ever, ever focused on accreditation. One, because I already came out of education. And for me, I had a good grip on what I wanted to do with my schools. Being a former principal and a former assistant superintendent. So it was never my focus. So I don't want to really speak to it because it hasn't been my focus. I can help you with it. We can point you in the right direction. And there are some people in the membership that has accreditation. So yeah. Lakeisha says, I need my mom to fix that tea too, but she went home. But my daughter is here. They're going to take good care of me. I promise you guys for the next 48 hours until we do our Q&A. I may move our Q&A to Monday. I don't know. I need to stop talking for a few days. So this is how we allocated our profit. Like I said, we actually save more in our retirement. And another thing that we did with our profit this year is we paid our kids. Oh, Amy, I can answer that question about my business partners. I can answer that question. So one of the tax strategies that we use is we pay all of our kids that are under 17. You can pay them the $12,000. You need to do it correctly. You need to talk to your CPA if you want to do that. And most of our other kids are already on payroll. And then we set up a retirement fund and we set up an estate. So there's some things that you need to start doing because like I say, a lot of us know how to be broke, but we don't know how to be wealthy. So you want to make sure that you're protecting your money in several different ways because a lot of people lose money generationally because they don't have their money set up correctly. All right. Then it goes to your marketing plan. Who is your competition? Here was our SWOT analysis. I shared that with you already. Here's our marketing plan. Website, signage, upload new pictures to Google, increase our Google reviews by 5 every month, paid advertisement. I mean, we literally had these things all planned out. Quarter one, our New Year glow up, we were doing our free week, summer size up, back to school, loyalty and stabilization. Every quarter had a focus. And then partnerships. We're going to nurture our partnerships with Head Start Schools, Collaborative, Texas Rising Star. And then we had some branding initiatives. And then it went into our goals. So one of our goals was to increase enrollment to 90%. You're going to see that over and over and over and over. Y'all are funny in this chat. Make Imagine Me number one. The number one brand, in our communities. But then we had some 1-year goals, right? Pay off current loan. We did that. Apply for SBA loan. We did that twice. Got them. Consult with a CPA. We actually hired a real CPA before then. Thank you. Thank you, Elsie. I need that. Speak with a commercial lender and get an understanding of what's needed to qualify for a commercial loan. We did that, and we bought one. Work with Duns and Bradstreet to improve our company profile for our credit. We did that. Sell the bus. Stacy, you were on our goal before I ever met you. So Stacy bought our bus. We wanted to sell our bus, start a scholarship fund for Project Imagine Me. We did start a scholarship fund. This year, we'll be giving out $10,000 in scholarships. Last year, we gave our scholarships mostly to daycare families and that have been to our daycare, kids who have been to our daycares before. Oh, you see this? Open location 4 by December 2020. We didn't do that. And that makes me sad, but I know that we will do it again. Thank you, Danette. Our third keyword for tonight is real estate. Our third keyword for tonight is real estate. So I gave all 3, right, Danette? Our third keyword for tonight is real estate. Did I give all 3? Thank you, Allie. I need to focus on this as we're building residual wealth. Absolutely. But childcare is a form of residual wealth and residual income because you shouldn't be getting new kids every week. Okay, that was the second word. Thank you. So I'll give the third keyword in a second. And so this is basically the end of the annual plan. We did our staffing plan just like I taught you how to do. One of the things that we do is we do a staff retreat. Okay, that was 2. Thank you. The second keyword I just gave. I'm going to give one more. So we do a staff retreat every year. We actually budget for that. And then just having a meeting cadence with my staff. You cannot expect for your staff to grow if you don't invest time in them. Just like you invest the time in yourself, you have to invest time in your staff. And then here are my 5-year goals, right? Own at least 1 commercial building. We own 2 now. And now we own a residential commercial building because it has more than 3 units. Have 5 fully operating centers, fully fund our SEP, $500,000 in liquid cash that's outside of our retirement. And then we want to have a fully functional corporate office. So these are some of the things that you can do. And then you may want to have your 10-year goals. So my third keyword of tonight is franchise, because that's one of the things that we are investigating in our long-term goal is a franchise model. I don't think it's going to take 10 years to do it. I just explained that to you. I don't think it's going to take 10 years to do it. But you need to know your 1-year goals as well as your long-term goals so you can really, really push for it. So our third keyword for tonight is franchise. Third keyword for tonight is franchise. You can go ahead and put your keywords in the chat. It's 9:00, so we're actually doing our wrap up. Can't believe it's our last night. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go ahead and drop a Zoom link. The reason why I am dropping this Zoom link is because I'm going to do our Q&A and our bonus session on Zoom. The reason why I'm doing it on Zoom is because I want you to be able to ask me questions that maybe you would not normally ask publicly. And to be honest, someone could literally, go to our Facebook page, watch it all, and see you ask questions. So one of the reasons why we do this is because it is private, right? Now, there are only 100 spaces. We have over 900 people in the chat. Actually, over 1,200 people who signed up for the challenge. It's been about 120 people consistently coming in and out because we do track that. So we want you to make sure that you get in. So it's bit.ly 5-day bonus session, right? We want you to sign up for that. We want you to register for it because if you don't register for it, you won't be invited to the Q&A. At the Q&A, we're going to be giving away the iPad and the pair of Airpods, right? So we definitely want you to be there. Click that link real quick. I'm going to slow down so you can click that link and register. I will let you know for some reason if it can't be Sunday, but I'm pretty sure. I normally kind of try to keep my word on stuff like that. Go ahead and sign up real quick. Just take a moment. While you do that, I'm going to go over our keywords. I'm going to find our winners really quick. Thank you guys for being so patient. I really appreciate it. And y'all don't worry about me. Y'all just pray for me, okay? Have a really, really, really big event next week. It's not my event, but it's actually my coach's event. He invited me to host an event for him, so I'm excited about it. So you're gonna go back and you're gonna fill in these things. I went over my whole plan with you. I went over my long-term goals, my expansion goals. I went over everything with you. My competitors, my pricing, my budget, my 1-year goals, my 3 to 5 year goals, as well as my 10-year goals. And then once you do that, guys, you can make a plan and you can say, hey, I'm going to do this. Now, if you put everything that we did together this week, if you put everything together, it's no way you can fail. So you guys have until Sunday. On Sunday, I want you posting this badge and I want you telling me that you finished your master plan. Please don't let me toughen it out tonight. Be in vain. Please do not let that be in vain. Please do not let that be in vain. I want to make sure that you finish your annual plan. Before we leave tonight, I want to say some big thank yous. I really want to thank everyone who donated to Sharita and her family. I really want to thank everyone who just believed in themselves and believed in me, and you stuck it out with me for 5 days. I know your husband and your children are like, who is this lady talking and when is she going to stop? But literally, we were together approximately 2 hours every day. You have invested 10 hours in your business on the front end, right? I love. Hey, Lolita, send me a inbox and we will get that to you. It's probably in your spam, honey. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And you are welcome to put any thank yous to me. I love it. I want to hear your testimonies. I want you to post in the group. I want you to tell us what you learned. I want you to feel like you found your family. I don't want you to go back feeling lonely. I don't want you to go back to your old habits, letting other people run your business. I don't want you to go back in a spirit of lack, because literally this is the brokest day that you will ever have. Every day after this, more and more and more is gonna come to you. We are the Childcare Spice Girls. I love it. I am a little spicy. But I also want to meet you in person. So I invite you to come to retreat. We have 16 tickets left. I've already went over the agenda several times with you guys. You know that I want you to be there. We're starting at 12 every day so that you can rest and relax. Those of you who haven't gotten into the accelerated membership, I'm praying between now and next Tuesday that we will have at least at least 20 members join. I don't want to go through this. I do want to, let me escape. I want to tell you guys a little bit about the hotel. The hotel is absolutely beautiful that we're going to be staying at. I put some pictures in the group, but it's the Hyatt Regency. It's close to the airport. The airport you're going to be coming into is the Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston. If you're driving from Dallas, we're right off of 45. Dallas is and Fort Worth is our second biggest city that follows us. So we wanted to make it easy for you all. We promise to have a lot of fun, but we promise to also allow you to enjoy the city. So think about it. If you have questions about it, please let me know. On Sunday, yes, Christine, on Sunday, make sure you have all of your questions. We're going to answer your questions. It's going to be really intimate. We're going to do it on Zoom. So I ask again that you go ahead and register. bit.ly 5-day bonus session. And when you register, you'll be sent the link, and then it will also send you the reminders. Hey, Toy, we totally understand that everybody can't come, but we definitely hope that that we get to fellowship with you online until we can meet you in person. So let me give out our prizes for tonight. Let me give out our prizes for tonight. And we're going to give out 3 books. Please put your full address in the chat. State, city, state, zip code. We got some incomplete addresses. So my team asked me to really ask you guys if you would not mind if you can please make sure that you put those in the chat. I'm looking for our inbox. Actually, I can just do it on here. Escape. I'm going to close this out. Anybody have any questions? Go ahead and drop them in the chat. If you don't have any questions, this is what I need you to do. Because different people, they come back and they read. While we give out the prizes, will you do me a favor and will you tell me the one thing that you are going to implement, the one thing that you're going to implement from this 5-day challenge? You don't have to tell me everything, but I at least need to know the one thing that you're going to implement from this 5-day challenge. And some of you are going to be in the 100-day club. I love it. It's just a goal setting club that we have going. So a lot of us, we're going to still keep talking. We're going to still continue the conversation. But all of our childcare conversations happen inside of the membership and the Facebook group. All right. Come on, inbox. There we go. Hey. Can you go heat me up some hot water for some tea?
Okay. I'm taking chlorinated baby milk. That's okay.
No. Okay. Our first winner of our book. I'll go with you in a minute. I'll ride with you. Our first winner of the book is Simone Cole. Ha! I got your name right. Our second winner is Miss. Have you won before, Sharon? Sharon Volley. Have you won before, Sharon? And our third winner. Hey, make sure you claim your prize. Sharon, have you won before? Let me know. So Miss Cole, Miss Sharon, and I feel like I need to give this to a newbie. Do we have any newbies in the house? Any newbies in the house? And guys, please go ahead and drop what you're going to be implementing. Any newbies in the house? My first newbie Let me know. You're brand new. Oh, Amy, you're a newbie. I'm talking about newbie to childcare. Amy, you're not a newbie. Newbie to childcare. Let me see. Brenda, are you a newbie? Oh my God, I see so many me's. I don't know if you're new to childcare. Jeez Louise. Let me keep going with these keywords because y'all about to get me. Pam, are you a newbie to childcare? Ebony says she's brand new. Pam says she's brand new. I love it. Okay. So our next person, we're just going to go down the list because I'm going to get in trouble if I do it that way. Our next person is Dorchelle Dukes Dixon. Dorchelle Dukes Dixon. All right. Can you claim? I know, Amy. Can you claim your prize, Dorchelle? So if you, okay, and Dorchelle ended up being a newbie. Great. If you will make sure that you send me your address, your full address, we will get your book out to you ASAP. Guys, we thank you for this challenge. Make sure you post what you are going to be implementing. We need to be implementing these things right away. Who's coming on Sunday? Who's coming on Sunday? Who's coming on Sunday? I'm going to be better on Sunday, guys. I'm going to be at 100%. I'm claiming it. In the name of Jesus, I am claiming it. All right, guys, it has been a pleasure being with you for the last 5 nights. My name is B. Woods, Brandy Woods, the Millionaire Midwife, and your Millionaire Childcare Success Coach. It has been an honor and a pleasure of bringing you to the full forefront of the Childcare 2 Comma Club. You are now a part of Childcare Millionaires officially. We hope to see you on Sunday. We'll see you soon, but we will definitely see you at the bank. You guys have a blessed and prosperous weekend, and we thank you so much for investing your time. Don't forget, we're giving away an iPad and AirPods on Sunday. Please show up. Please show up.